According to the rain radar, the rain has stopped for today, so I am outside again for Work in Progress Wednesday because I choose to believe the rain radar. I might regret that shortly when we get another downpour, but for the time being, let's go with faith and trust. So I finished the wrap that was on the loom last week. I forgot the word for loom then, I don't know if you noticed. I've got nowhere to put my bag, so we're just going to have to, because it'll get wet if I put it on the ground. And that is how that has come out. And that has come out pretty well. It's slightly shorter than I was hoping it would be, and it's also not in shot. But it is very shiny and very, very soft, and it's got quite a good drape, so I'm pleased with the drape on that. As I said, it's not quite as long as I was hoping it would be, but I did run out of yarn, so that would explain that. So it is various shades. It's pink, silver and purple, and they've sort of pooled a little bit, but because it's shiny, I'll just get my face in shot there. Because it's shiny, it's kind of hard to see, but they have pooled. You can see it up close. Maybe you can see it on camera. I don't know. I'm not you. But that is what has come off the loom. So that's done and dusted and came out really well. I've got some more of this yarn, but I'm going to weave it onto a black cotton because that's in rainbow colours. And that's going to be very exciting for me. Maybe not for you, I don't know. So that means that I'm off the loom and I'm in Moore's bag mode. I'm out of weaving mode, I'm in Moore's bag mode. There's a switch in the middle of my back. You poke that and I change modes. So we'll go and have a look at the state of my table. The loom is away and I've got these bags ready. They've been cut and pressed and they're ready to sew. I've got my labels, I've got my glue stick, I've got my scissors and my other scissors. I've got my clips, I've got my notebook for recording numbers, not that anyone checks, it's just so I know that I've counted everything. I've got a frog on my sewing machine, hello frog on my sewing machine, and I've got this bag out ready to sew because it's a good use for this almost neon, that's not fabric, that's thread. That's thread, this is fabric. You're learning. Now, well there's no now because that's all I've got on the table. I have no loom, the loom will be out again shortly. Once I've got through this pile of prepared bags. And just for a bonus, some high-speed Moore's bag sewing. It's still not raining. I think we're going to win. Cross stitch. Now progress has been slowed on this again. Last week it was slowed because we didn't have power for 3 days, so I didn't have enough light to work by. This week it's been slowed because the Animal Crossing update came out, and excuse me, but yes, I am going to go and design holiday homes for tiny little fictional creatures. Anyway, I've done some work on it, so we'll have a little look at it, and then we'll look at it from last week because I remembered to take a photograph again. I'm spectacular some days. And this week. So I think the most noticeable bit is probably the legs have been filled in a bit more. I'm going out here a bit. I've got a flower happening here. So there's stuff happening. Do you see? It's getting there. I'm going to fill all this out. It's going to be thrilling. I'm going to make myself a whole cup of tea when I've done it. And maybe before I've done it, maybe I'll just have a cup of tea for the sake of having a cup of tea. You can't stop me. Apparently I'm an adult. I know, it was news to me too. So that is all I have for you this week, because I haven't got anything on the loom to talk about. So it's just the bags and the cross stitch, which I'll hold up again, because I think I did that quite well. You know, it's all about talking yourself up these days, isn't it? You've got to really talk yourself up. There's my life advice for you. Try not to shrug so much when you do it, though. That's the next thing I'll work on. Anyway, I hope you have a very lovely rest of your week, and I will see you next week. And there will be a video in the meantime, possibly about the Moors bags. I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit. Probably ages, because I have filmed some stuff. I have filmed some stuff. It's quite a lot of stuff. You don't need to see it all. So there's going to be some editing involved. I'm going to shut up and let you get back to your day. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff if you fancy it. If you don't fancy it, no bother. You do you. It's all good. See you soon.